Shalom, friends from Germany. Just finished my last day here. It's been a blessed trip to see many of you standing with Israel. The reason I'm crying is, first of all, I don't cry that much. My wife will tell you I'm not a crier. I just got off the phone with Emma, my daughter. She's a sergeant in the Israeli Defense Forces, and she's fine. And people talk to me all the time, say, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good. And then every once in a while it hits me. Today it hit me. First of all, I just spent a week with Aaron Schust, Yaron Cherniak, and just ended last night with Elias Sachnini, my Arab Christian brother from Nazareth. He's been in Israel for generations. If you're wondering how we feel as Jews in Israel about Arabs, we're brothers. We're cousins, as you can say, as far as lineage is concerned. And especially the Christian Arabs, we have such a bond, like brothers, like nothing else, just like brothers. And we're all going through this right now. And I talked to my daughter. She's a sergeant, again, in the Israeli Defense Forces, and she's in the West Bank. And she just said she was talking to a friend of hers that she went through base camp, and her base was attacked, and everybody was killed except for her. And my daughter gave her a big hug, and she said, I love you, and I'm so proud of you. And the girl went back to my daughter and said, well, how is it for you in the West Bank? It's dangerous there, isn't it? And she just like, my daughter's just like, dangerous? You just survived a mass, you know, she didn't really get the full words out, but she was just like, how is it dangerous where I'm at? And then my daughter sent me this picture of all these girls, doing the same job my daughter does at Tatzpitanit. And their job is to watch the border. They are literally watchmen on the wall, watchwomen on the wall, because it's a women's department of the Israeli Defense Forces. Their job is to watch the wall. And they've been watching the wall. And and your eyes cannot leave the camera. If your eyes leave the camera, you would be in big trouble. You need to watch every little thing. If somebody's throwing a Molotov cocktail, if somebody's walking across a fence that they're not supposed to cross, you have to report it. And there are many of these girls, or several of them, who reported it. But because they report all the time, some of the higher-ups didn't take it seriously. That was one of the many weak links of what happened, and we're all trying to wrap our brains around it. All I know is that nobody expected 1,400 people to be slaughtered and taken hostage. We are along. It's been many, many days, all going on a month and a half since these terrors. And I couldn't watch the news. I'm a father of an Israeli soldier. I'm a father of 4 children after her and 4 boys. My next son goes in the army in August of this coming year. So I told my daughter, I said, make sure you get rid of every last one of those Hamas terrorists so your brothers don't have to fight them. So we have another half century with no major war like we had a Yom Kippur War on October 7th. My daughter sent me this picture of all these girls, same as her, same job, Tatzpitaniyot. And people belittle them in the army sometimes because they're girls or all they're doing is watching a screen, but it is important. Many of them were killed. I just want to thank you, the Holland, all across the Netherlands, Germany, for standing with Israel. This is unthinkable. And I'm talking about our soldiers. Yeah, I know they're soldiers, but don't forget about the 1,200 plus who were slaughtered. Babies, I have 5 children. Babies. Parents of soldiers who aren't going to come home. Just thank you for standing with Israel. I didn't want to fully cry, but I thought I was an emotional moment. Maybe I just wanted to just greet everybody because these moments are fleeting because you want to survive. You want to just, I told my daughter, my weapon is a sword because I'm a singer. And I'm trying to travel the world and stand and to raise up voices around the world to pray for our country. Pray for innocent lives, of course. But pray for peace in Jerusalem. So thank you for standing with Israel. Thank you for praying for the many parents who lost their soldiers. We're just grateful for you all. I'm happy to be in Germany right now My great-grandparents were killed here in this region. My grandmother fled the Holocaust, made it to Israel. My mom was born in Israel. She moved to America. I decided I needed to move back to my mom's home country from America and raise my 5 kids there. My kids are so proud to go in the Army. My daughter is so proud. She still is so proud to be in the Army. My son, 17 years old, he can't wait to go in the Army. He's proud to go in the Army. We're crazy. I don't know what else to say, except that there's something in us that just wants to survive as a people. Germany, thank God, that's behind us. There's beautiful people here. And I'm just encouraged to see people around the world standing with Israel. Thank God my daughter's safe. But please pray for our soldiers. I've got so many friends, on the front lines right now. Just pray for them all, for God's protection, and God's restoration of the Palestinian people. May they have a new light and see light and not darkness, to value their families and fight for their government this next round so that they can have a prosperous life and live life with their families and enjoy their lives. And may Hamas never see the light of day again. Thank you for standing with Israel. God bless.